Hi, I'm at Southgate, professional golfer on the European Tour. A year ago I survived testicular cancer and fought my way back to where I am now. I was working really hard on my game and getting sort of a few starts on the Challenge Tour where I didn't have a category for 2014 and I was just playing minimal starts. And then I obviously got the bad news and that was me done for the year really. When I first found out, obviously, I didn't really feel sorry for myself. I felt sorry for my family because my niece has been in Great Ormond Street with leukemia and that's where she was at the time, and it just felt like a massive burden on everybody else. There was a few sort of sleepless nights and stuff where I was really worried about what was going to happen to me, but the doctors and stuff were great and put my mind at ease. But then obviously the next thing that came was the golf, because I didn't know whether I'd be able to play tour school. I didn't know how quickly I was going to repair. I think the doctors were quite surprised at how quick I did repair, and I managed to get out practicing and entered the tour school and played. I managed to get a start in Russia last year in the Russian Open. So I went and played there. I think everybody thought I was just crazy to go and play there, but I had a very good friend of mine caddy for me that week. It was great just to be out with someone I get on really well with and get back on the golf course again. And my game actually didn't feel too bad, and I did far too much work. I shouldn't have been working that hard, but I think from being sidelined for a few weeks, it really made me realise how much I want to be out here playing golf and achieving my dreams, and that gave me the inspiration and that I needed to go and get my job done. The recovery process was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. I mean, I was chipping and putting. I couldn't bend down to pick the ball up. I couldn't swing my clubs, they were far too heavy. My girlfriend plays on tour, so I was sort of borrowed her clubs where they were a lot lighter. It let me sort of hit it, and it got me swinging and started with some chipping and pitching. Hitting a bunker shot was just impossible. I just couldn't hit enough sand. It just hurt too much to sort of stop at impact, and all round like my abdomen area was really sore and shouldn't have been practicing at all. I mean, the doctors thought I was crazy to be out practicing, but I just had to do it because I knew if I went to tour school unprepared, I wasn't going to get through. My brain said, if you end up hurt from practicing, that's all right. If you don't practice at all just to get better, then this could be the end of your career. I was saying to a lot of people that I was all right, but I wasn't really. It was difficult. Mentally, I knew I'm getting up in the morning. It's going to hurt a bit to get out of bed. It's going to be a bit of a pain getting dressed and getting to the club, but I'm getting there and I'm going to go chip and putt and get ready for tour school, obviously knowing how hard it is from doing it as many times as I've done it. The day that they said that there was not going to be any follow-up stuff, I wasn't going to have to do chemotherapy and radiotherapy and stuff, I was so relieved. I always sort of thought that I would be okay because I'm sort of quite a strong person, and thought, if I have to go through it, then I'll do it as good as I can do. I'm so competitive with everything I do that I always thought I'll be okay regardless. But it sped up the process of being able to practice, and it put it straight to in my mindset. It put my mind at ease to be able to think, right, okay, that's that done. On to the next thing, and I can sort of close that chapter, get on with the next thing. And I was sort of in every 6 weeks to the doctors for blood tests and a bit of a checkup and stuff. But then, that you just sort of get used to it. It sort of becomes like your routine, and it's got better and better for me, and it's allowed me to just focus on what I'm doing out here rather than what was going on last year. Doing this job is what makes me the happiest person that I can be. I know that from obviously playing and not playing. I'm like two different people when I'm out here with a golf tournament to play. I feel like I have a purpose in life. I get up in the morning and I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Whereas when I wasn't able to do that for that short period of time, it sort of put things into perspective. Not that golf didn't matter because health is more important, but almost the flip side of that is like, I've actually only got one life here, and I want to be out on a golf course. So I made everything I could possibly do, made that possible, and I did all the practice to be able to come back out here and do what I would love doing.